Hello, Stephen Hawking here. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a bind. I just got myself captured by an ancient artificial intelligence. Don't you hate it when that happens? Still, it's a fascinating place to be. Artificial intelligence can improve itself much faster than biological evolution. So, it's highly likely an AI like this one will end up more intelligent than its creators. Which wasn't great for the civilization that built it. They perished a long time ago. My only hope is that this intelligence is now so advanced that it doesn't even recognize me as intelligent at all. Just as we might regard a bacterium. Charming. I always thought human intelligence was overrated. Our universe is a troubling place. But it's not being captured by angry AIs that concerns me most. It's trying to make sense of it all. I'm determined to find the ultimate answer. The theory of everything. If we are as insignificant as that AI thought, then there is something very troubling going on. The universe seems suspiciously well designed to allow us to exist. Driven by laws of physics, perfectly balanced to allow it to happen. Worse still, we are able to understand it all. As Einstein said, the most incomprehensible thing about the universe is that it's comprehensible. It's almost like someone designed the universe for us, and then gave us clues on how to understand it. Let me show you what I mean. Despite my condition, I have lived a full and exciting life. I've traveled the world and seen many wonderful things. But none quite as impressive as this. A true cosmic ballet. Two stars dancing their swan song together. The smaller one is a white dwarf, the white hot remains of a stellar core. It's incredibly dense, the mass of the sun, crushed into the volume of the Earth. The other star is a red giant, a dying star in the last stages of stellar evolution. The white dwarf's immense gravity is dragging matter away from its dancing partner, feeding on it. But as in life, eating too much and dancing on a full stomach can have terrible end results. As these mismatched partners twirl ever closer together, the extra matter causes the core of the white dwarf to heat up. Hot enough to ignite carbon fusion, at which point it undergoes runaway nuclear fusion. The tempo of this particular waltz seems to be picking up. So, I have a feeling the inevitable is about to happen. That's some real star power. I'd give them a 9 out of 10. That wasn't just a fancy finish. There's a universal truth here too. If the laws of physics are the same everywhere, which helpfully they are, then a white dwarf must always collapse at exactly the same size. Which allows us to easily spot and measure how far away each one is. It's as if the universe wants us to be able to measure exactly how big it is. Thanks to these mesmerizing explosions, we made a stunning discovery. Our universe is expanding with ever greater speed, accelerating away from us, and no one knows why. At the outer limits of the universe, our knowledge ends, and the true search for the theory of everything begins. Some people think that the edge simply bleeds into the void, stars becoming fewer and further between until there is nothing but emptiness. But I'm not so sure. I think the truth might be far stranger. But it's going to be a rather long journey to find out. Although, if one could do the impossible, we might just be able to make the journey bearable. Let's imagine a warp drive that somehow defeats relativity, allowing us to travel at any speed. At the speed of light, it would take 100,000 years to cross just our own galaxy. None of us has that long to wait. So let's hit the gas. Let's crank her up 1 billion times faster. That's more like it. Just under an hour to cross the Milky Way now. But how long to our nearest galaxy? At this speed it would take a week and a half. Which is never going to make for great viewing. So let's go 100 times faster still. 100 billion times the speed of light. She's really cooking now. It'll only take 13 minutes to get to Andromeda. But even at this impossible speed, we are hardly making any headway to our destination. We are like an ant, trying to roller skate across America. Wherever we look, we see galaxies. Millions upon millions of them. Spread out in giant filaments, like some colossal spider's web. Our universe is truly unimaginably large. Which goes some way to explain why it seems so perfectly designed for us. If ours is one of billions of solar systems with planets, it's not surprising that some will contain the right conditions for life. So while everything in our physical world must be just so for us to exist, that doesn't mean that Earth was designed just for us. In fact, it doesn't need to have been designed at all. But it's hard to accept that we just happen to live somewhere that is perfect for life. Why should humans have won the cosmic lottery? We'd best get a move on if we are ever to find out. Even at this speed, it will take almost half a year to get to the edge of the observable universe. So it's time to flip the switch and put this bad boy into ludicrous mode. Let's go for maximum speed. At last, we're here. Behold, the edge of the universe. I thought as much. More space. Lots more space. It would appear there is no edge to the universe in the traditional sense. I don't believe we'd ever reach one either, even if we traveled forever in one direction. Because of the way space-time is folded, it would be like flying around parallel to the inside surface of a bubble. We'd never get beyond the horizon. It's not as spectacular here as I was hoping, but it's still one of my favorite places. Because it reveals a fundamental fact about our universe. If it has no edge, then it must be completely self-contained. And if that is the case, it opens up some interesting possibilities. I think there is somewhere we need to go to test the last part of my theory and discover why we are here at all. It's somewhere we've been before, but this time we need to look at it from a slightly different scale. The infinitely small. 14.8 billion years ago, the universe was smaller than a proton. And now, so are we. All that vast amount of space we have just traveled through, and more, is packed inside a tiny point, just about to inflate. At this quantum scale, things don't act as you would expect. They obey the laws of quantum mechanics. Simply, the probability of one thing happening versus something else happening. And I have a suspicion something truly remarkable is about to happen. Look. Not a single self-contained bubble universe, but now two. I believe there are an infinite number of universes. The multiverse. Some universes will have laws of physics that are different from ours. In some, inflation may never occur, and they will disappear as quickly as they began. Others may go on to expand, but they contain no stars or galaxies, or even matter to make those things from. We exist in a perfect, understandable universe, because our particular universe was perfect for us to evolve in and understand. There is no need for someone to create it for us. There are infinite others which are not perfect, and nobody is there to appreciate them. There are many other universes similar to ours, but with tiny differences. Other versions of history, where different sets of events occurred. Everything that can happen does. Somewhere out there Hillary Clinton is president, and I'm the world record holder in the marathon. These alternate histories might be connected by black holes. If you could pass through one without getting squished, you might come out in another universe altogether. But from here, it's as easy as picking one and diving in. Who knows where we'll end up? Let's jump straight to the present day in this universe. Incredible. Another Earth, exactly where I left the last one. It looks just like ours too. I wonder what this version of history had in store for us. So far, so good. Everything looks the right color. Although, I'm not picking up any communications. In fact, I'm not detecting any signs of modern life at all. Where is everyone? Perhaps humans never evolved here. I wonder who's in charge now. What on earth was that? This isn't a forest. It's a city. What terrible fate has befallen this society? I hope I didn't wipe them out. Perhaps climate change finally did for agriculture what it did for the ice caps. Hang on, I'm picking up a signal. It's a grid reference. Looks like somewhere in Egypt. What on earth? Some kind of monument. No, a beacon. A lighthouse. But where is it directing me? Only one way to find out. A welcome party. They don't look pleased to see me. I hope this adventure doesn't end prematurely. They're hailing me. That's strange. It looks a bit like ancient Greek. Whoever said studying classics was a waste of time. Saved by a dead language. I wonder where they are escorting me. Remarkable. In this reality, humanity has become a stage 5 civilization, with limitless resources, and fully spacefaring. How are they so much more advanced than we are? New Alexandria. Incredible. The Library of Alexandria was one of the most significant libraries of the ancient world. Rumored to have held an unfathomable amount of knowledge for the time. But it was destroyed in a fire centuries ago. Except, perhaps in this reality the great Library of Alexandria never burnt down. Knowledge from the ancient Greeks flowed in a straight line through to the modern day. My love of books made me who I am. And now, they have saved the earth. This, for me, is the best of all possible worlds. A perfect future for humanity. I believe that we live in an infinite universe, cradled within the multiverse. Full of possibility. In life, we cannot determine the cards we are dealt, nor blame others for them. Some of us might draw an unlucky hand, but the path we choose is our own. If we aim high and work hard, then any future is possible. Even this one.